What is goody, everybody? So pretty much in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how the Clippers could sharpen their five position. So pretty much, the Clippers centers, they're pretty solid. They're more than qualified to get the job done, but unfortunately, they would have a lot of swing factors, and two of the swing factors would be they would kind of struggle in the pick and roll defense, especially when we played against the Pelicans, and we had to result in going small, which is like something that like we definitely could try not to do. But one is we definitely would have to go small pretty often. Number two is like when we played against the really skilled big men like Jonas Valanciunas, they tend to have really good games. But on a counter argument, we did lock up Karl-Anthony Towns, so that is that. But essentially is they're more prone to get cooked by really skilled bigs. One is Jonas Valanciunas. Um, Two could be like a Nikola Jokic because he definitely has like some good games against us, but like at the same time we have moments that we could contain Nikola Jokic, and then also another weakness is like we would kind of struggle in terms of rebounding. Like a lot of these other teams, they would tend to out rebound us pretty often, especially like when we played against the New Orleans Pelicans or a lot of the games in general. And then another thing is our bigs are kind of like a little bit of an infant in terms of stretching the floor. And then another weakness is like our bigs is, I mean, this could also be like kind of like number one of, like having to go small, but like it's pretty related actually. But like our bigs are not as, athletic as you would want them to be. So I'm gonna just be I'll just be suggesting on what the Clippers could definitely do to definitely sharpen like the big man position. A lot of people be saying like getting Rudy Gobert and all that. Me personally, I'm not too big on getting Rudy Gobert because they're probably gonna ask for a good amount of players. Like first and foremost, no way, and a gazillion I'm gonna give up Terrence Mann for Rudy Gobert, and no way in eternity I'll give up Brandon Bolson Jr. for Rudy Gobert. Like I'm not the biggest Gobert like proponent because like I mean yes Gobert could definitely help us a lot in the rebounding and kind of I guess like rim protection to a certain extent, but like Rudy Gobert is kind of like just like our big men's, but just like more like luxurious, I guess. Like, but you upgrade on defense and you upgrade on rebound, but essentially it'll be kind of like the same thing because like it's the same. We would still kind of have the same problem we had because Gobert he's more on the slower side of the spectrum, kind of like how a Zubac would be. Like take advantage of the pick and roll and all that, and just get fried by really shifty guards who just switch on to big men. And pretty much like yeah, just for the people who just wanna just trade for Gobert, just don't forget about what happened on game 6 when Terrence Mann dropped like literally like 39 points on Rudy Gobert. So I mean, look, like I'm just not willing to I'm definitely not gonna trade Terrence Mann or any of our like really important young players for Rudy Gobert. Like, I'm not the biggest, I'm not as pushy as other Clips fans who want to get Rudy Gobert. But now, like, other options of other than getting Rudy Gobert is like, Miles Turner. He can space the floor, play some solid defense. But the problem with Miles Turner is he would get hurt like really often. So he's somewhat kind of like AD and for a certain extent, and also his rebounding would not be, the best. So that's kind of like the problem either way. But it's more like because Miles Turner's would get like hurt like fairly quite often. Although I was a big fan of getting Miles Turner like in the past ever since like the bubbles collapsed. Like I was a huge fan of getting Miles Turner. But I mean, if we do monitor getting Miles Turner, I'll be I'll be fairly cool with it because we finally have a big man that could stretch the floor. But other options that we could definitely sharpen our big man is, get JaVale McGee, who's a really underrated candidate option for the Clippers because in my opinion McGee is a pretty agile big who knows his role and could play that pretty good defense because I've seen some Suns versus the Jazz. I mean Suns versus the Mavericks. My bad. When Luka switches on McGee actually plays pretty good defense on Luka. He's an agile big man that definitely could bring some spark for our center position. So yeah, that's I guess another option. I guess just get some big men from the free agent market. But now let's get to what the Clippers should really, really, really do if you want to sharpen our uh, big man position. And I did some videos on this particular dude like about days ago, and I'm gonna officially push the propaganda down through your head. And the man who we should really, really get to sharpen our big man position is the guy from the draft, Yannick Nzosa. I'm gonna go way back. Yes, sir. This is the guy who we should really, really get if you want to fully upgrade for our big men. And pretty much you get this guy for free because you basically have your own we have our own second round pick, 47th, and this guy is literally projected to be in the 50s in the second round, which is because he kind of had some rough moments when he was playing in this Spanish league, but this guy could definitely help with a lot of the Clippers' struggle. And boy, if you just want a way more better information, you could just check um, a scouting video I made for him. It's just completely dedicated for Yannick Nzosa. But pretty much, I'm gonna just kind of do the same thing for what I did from that video, but I'm just gonna kind of make it a little shorter, just kind of summarize it. But I mean, honestly, I'm kind of doing this just so I could officially get it to Clipper Nation heads that we need to get Yannick Nzosa, because when I made my scouting video on Dominic Barlow and Yannick Nzosa, barely any other Clippers fan other than my homie Clipganger Don't Bang commented on, getting Nzosa or Dominic Barlow. But now I'ma just it's just good. When you click the title, it's just gonna be look like, oh, just a typical Clipper video, but you're getting a really, really good surprise. And and it is my perfect opportunity to push this Yannick Nzosa agenda, because this has to start for Clipper Nation, because I'm going to keep pushing the Yannick Nzosa to the Clippers propaganda until we officially get Yannick Nzosa in the Clipper uniform, because boy, he can help a lot, alright? He can help tremendously for the Clippers. He could essentially do everything that Rudy Gobert could do, but except he's lightning lightning quick, and y'all gonna be stoked on getting this guy after you watch this video. But first clip, check this bad boy out. So this is Yannick over here. Just look how he just gets to the basket, bro. Come on, bro. This is how our bigs. I mean, this is how he gets to the basket, bro. Our bigs, like they could just they would dream to just have this type of skill set. Like, come on, from the perimeter, just just hammered it, bro. He just hammered it. Like I mean, Zubac, he had like a highlight moment that he did that, so I'll give credit where it's due. But this guy just did it like it's nothing. Like this guy, like this is just like a Giannis type of move, bro. Like if we get this guy, this is insanely high reward, but like no risk essentially. Cause my bad, this guy he has all that upside that he could definitely help for the Clippers a lot. Like this is on the offensive end. Like he's pretty promising in the ball handling. And but next clip, let's see. All right, just look at his blocks, bro. Look at his blocks. Like people be wanting to talk about Rudy Gobert. Bam! This guy just. Oh, jeez. Look. This guy all the way over here from the perimeter. This guy think he's gonna score. Bam! Just swatted all the way from the 3-point line, bro. Just ran up there. He just like ran up there. Like just look. Think about it. He's all the way back here, and then he just sprinted all the way to the paint just to get a nice, beautiful block. Like like the Clippers could definitely use some nice shot blocking ability, and Nazoza blocking ability is just it's just marvelous, bro. Cause this, like, come on, like literally from the perimeter again, and just sprinted all the way to the paint to just get that block. Like, when we get this guy in the Clipper uniform, our like rim protection, our like defense for our bigs would just dramatically skyrocket. Like when we get this guy and say he balls on the summer league, like I definitely could see this guy like being a starter for a team in general because this guy has all the fundamentals of like a modern big man to a certain extent. Like although he hasn't really shown abilities that he could like essentially space the floor, but he definitely has like a complete package for a big man. Next clip. Take a look. Oh jeez, look at that. You see what I'm talking about? Like I said, one of the biggest weaknesses our bigs defending in the pick and roll. Like we would be more prone to get fried by a guard like this guy and just get an easy bucket because our bigs would be a little bit on the slower side of the spectrum. And Harnstein, he does pretty good in defending the pick and roll, but like he would have some swing factors. But when we get Yannick Nazoza to the Clippers, all that problem is essentially gonna fade away. Because look at that, bro. Just check that out. Just look. Oh my gosh. Yep. That's just our rim protection. Our rim protection and pick and roll. Like this guy has like all the packages if we're being completely honest. Like Yannick, he would definitely solve our small ball problems. He would solve our rim protection problems, and he would definitely solve our pick and roll problems. Like Yannick would be like Yannick is so agile. Like we would not have to go small ball anymore when we get Yannick Nazoza. Cause why? Nazoza is a tremendous defender at all aspects, not just a rim protection like how a Rudy Gobert would be. Like like all types of defense would be like not just rim protection, like especially on the perimeter. Nazoza is just that guy to be clamping up. Like we need to get this guy in a Clipper uniform. Like simple as that. And then here's another Nazoza clip. Oh my gosh, bro. Just that's just satisfying, bro. Bam. Like this is like a pretty skilled big man too. Like this big, he has pretty nice handles too. But guess what? Nazoza just stopped that. He just took the guy's soul out of him, like being a really good skill bigs. This situation would be perfect. Like let's say if we defend guys like a Valanciunas or like a Nikola Jokic or a Embiid, Nazoza would just be perfect for that when we guard like really skilled top bigs in the league. Nazoza would just lock everybody up. But yeah, these are all the clips that I just wanna show you for this video. Like I didn't show you all the clips. If you want to see all the clips, just check my Yannick Nazoza scouting video. But yeah, like it's completely realistic to get Yannick Nazoza in the Clipper uniform. Like he's literally like projected to be like a 50th pick, and then we have like a 47th pick. Like worst case scenario, if Nazoza goes a little higher than we would like to see, that we could always definitely move up a pick. Or let's just say Nazoza just gets snagged like so early. Worst case scenario, we could just get another good big man like a Travion Williams, who would be pretty good as well too. Which I'll actually make a scouting video on him too. Like maybe like later on within like the very near future. But this guy in particular should be the main target to get, because this guy has all that package to get rid of our big man weaknesses. Now, like, how about rebounding? Well, Nazoza, I'll admit, like, his rebounding is pretty fairly solid. Like, he definitely is more than qualified to get rebounds. Like, of course, he's probably not going to be no Andre Drummond or all that. So, like, our rebounding wouldn't improve too much, but all of the other big man aspects, bro, Nazozi would just help us improve drastically. Like, especially when regarding Luka Doncic. Like, when Luka gets switched on Nazoza, boy, he's about to get packed. He's about to get packed. Like, Like it's not gonna just be like food like when Luka would switch on Zubac or when Valanciunas have good games on Zubac. Like there's no shade to Zubac. Like Zubac is a pretty solid player and he has a lot of time to improve, but I'm just saying when we get Yannick, it would just benefit. It would just benefit dramatically if we just get our hands on Yannick Nazoza. Our our five position is just gonna be sharper than a needle. It's gonna be like a needles times 10. Like yeah, like I don't know what else to say. Like this guy is a complete package. He's a complete package. Like no need to gut our team for Rudy Gobert, because even Rudy Gobert, he cannot. I don't recall him guarding outside the pick and roll or outside the perimeter pretty well. Like, I mean, Rudy Gobert would get the job done for the Clippers to a certain extent, like with rebounding and getting fed in the post and have some you know, some good moments for us, but it's probably gonna. But but what I'm trying to say is, no way in heck I'm giving up Terrence Mann, and don't you even think about giving up Brandon Boston Jr. for Rudy Gobert, because boy, if you think like that, I don't know what to tell you in a kind way, because that would be a pretty horrendous idea, especially when Terrence Mann dropped 39 points on Rudy Gobert. I know I said that before, but I'm gonna just say that again. But anyways, just let me know on what you think about Yannick Nazoza. Like, I'm trying to get this to every single Clippers fan's head, bruh. We need to push Nazoza to the Clippers. We need to get this guy in the Clipper uniform. And also, shout out to my man Clip Ganger Don't Bang for making Yannick Nazoza a while back. So if you want even extra information about Yannick Nazoza, you can always just check out CGODB and just who should we pick in the 2022 NBA draft. Yannick Nazoza. He is the truth. We need to get this guy in the Clipper uniform. Simple as that. But anyways, I'm going to just wrap up this beautiful Friday night. And as y'all know, go Clippers and have a great night. And I'll definitely get with y'all in the comment section. Peace.